What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Monday, August 7th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get into the home run prop action for Monday. Had a great day again with the home run props. Had a great weekend with the home run props. Hopefully try to carry that into a new week of home run prop action. But before we get into the recap and show you what we did hit on Sunday, just a reminder for everybody, these home run props are very high risk, high reward. They're very nice when they hit. But again, there are days where, it's going to sometimes dry up. Hopefully it's not Monday. But again, they are not plays that I recommend anybody dump their whole bankroll into. They're just plays that I have there for some side action, just to have some fun with some pizza money or some coffee money on the side. Nothing to go all that crazy over. Any plays that you do take from here, you don't have to play every single player prop that I give out. These are just the angles I'm looking at. The angles I'll probably have a couple of bucks on. Anything you take from here, I do recommend playing straight up as just a single bet. But I do know that some people like to parlay these home run props. So what I recommend is if you're going to do home run prop parlay, look into a round robin. If it's within your means and if it's something that your book offers, it's definitely worth looking into. Yes, it's going to drive up the cost of the bet, but what it's going to do is instead of just playing, say, you do a 3-leg parlay, which is what I recommend, any parlay that's 3 legs or more. If you do a 3-leg parlay, you put $5 on a 3-leg parlay, you put $5 on each 2-leg parlay, or however much you want to put on it. That way, say for example, if you do $5 per unit, instead of it being $5 for just the 3-leg parlay, it's going to be 20. You're going to pay $5 and then $5 in each combination of 2 as well. You can do a round robin however you want combination wise for any parlay 3 legs or more. But again, if at least that way, if something goes wrong and you hit 2 out of 3, you still win something instead of just playing the parlay. And we've all had that parlay that's been 1 leg off, and unfortunately because we didn't have that safety net, we didn't get paid. But more often than not, when you have a round robin, depending on what you're playing, you'll most likely get some profit back coming back to you, and then just roll that forward. But let's take a look at the plays that we did hit on Sunday. Like I said, it was a great day for the home run props. We started off with Tristan Casas against the Blue Jays. He came through at plus 390. Was the lone run that the Red Sox scored in that game was his solo homer. We caught a Kyle Schwarber at plus 200 coming through for us. The leans even came through. Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, but again, we're not going to count those. Just worth noting that, even the games that I give out leans on, or the players I give out leans on, keep your ears to the ground, because sometimes you won't always see graphics on them, but they're guys that I do like, and maybe I'll sprinkle a couple of bucks on them throughout the day. But so Kyle Schwarber, the official play that hit for us at plus 200. Then we had some nice ones. Brandon Lau came through at plus 460, continuing his torrid pace for the Tampa Bay Rays against righties as of late. Wander Franco came through at plus 700, and we really, really did damage in that Sunday night game. Almost, I was at in the evening watching the game. I put a couple of bucks on a 4 home run same game parlay. Almost came through if Juan Soto had come through late, but unfortunately didn't. But the ones that we did hit were Gary Sanchez at plus 600. Freddie Freeman at plus 475, and Mookie Betts at plus 275 as well. Again, like I said, great day with the home run props. Now we just got to, that's yesterday. Now we got to move it forward into today. Bring that same energy, bring that same winning mentality here. Now, before we get into the home run props from Monday, I want to remind everybody, I love interacting with you guys. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you like the angle I took on some of these games? Do you not like the angle? Do you have player props of your own? Drop them in the comments below. But I ask if you're going to drop those player props in there in the comments below. Do it before the game start. If they're not in there before the game start, they don't help anybody. We're trying to beat the books here as a team at Pickdawgz. One team, one goal, and that goal every single day is to get us paid, whether it's spread, money line, totals, player props, you name it. The goal is the same, and that is to get paid. So let's get paid with these home run props on Monday, shall we? Let's start with the first game on the board that I was looking at. We're going to go back to the scene of the crime, and you're going to hear a lot of familiar names, but again, it's just sometimes the way it works. You're not seeing a duplicate here. Mookie Betts getting better odds than he did yesterday. He's hitting 462 against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days with a pair of home runs. He gets a matchup here against Seth Lugo, who has allowed a home run in 4 straight starts, 6 total home runs in that stretch. So give me Mookie Betts at plus 410. Also going to look at Freddie Freeman at plus 480. He's hitting 350 with a home run against righties in the last 10 days. So give me Freddie Freeman at plus 480. Juan Soto on the other side at plus 430. Again, kind of burned me yesterday, but I'm not going to be deterred. He's hitting 300 with 3 home runs against righties in the last 10 days. Tony Gonsolin starting for the Dodgers here. He's allowed 6 home runs and giving up a start in giving up a home run in 5 straight outings. And in 6 of his last 7 starts, he's given up a homer, giving up 8 total home runs in that 7-start stretch. So give me Juan Soto for a home run at plus 430. I'm also going to look at Gary Sanchez if you can find a price on him. I didn't see a price, and he's not on the injury report for the Padres. But he's hitting 412 with 3 homers and 5 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. Maybe he's getting a day off. I'm not sure, but I would look at Gary Sanchez as well. For the Philadelphia Phillies, again, another familiar face, but Kyle Schwarber at plus 190. Now, my thought right now is I'm almost at the point where I know I talk about, not sneezing when profit comes back to us and everything, but I'm almost at a point where I don't want to pay these sometimes Ohtani and Aaron Judge prices with Kyle Schwarber. I know he's, perennially a threat to win the NL home run title, but it seems to be all or nothing with Schwarber. But this for me is a spot where I'm okay with it because there's so much to like about this matchup. Now, he's got a pair of home runs with a 273 batting average against righties in the last 10 days. Great. He's going up against Trevor Williams here, who has allowed a home run in 4 straight starts and in 6 of his last 7. He's given up 8 total home runs in that 7-start stretch. But I am going to exploit this Phillies and Nationals matchup today. Don't get me wrong. I like the Phillies. I like I like the Nationals. I like the value that the Nationals bring to the table. But there is a matchup here that is just primed to be exploited. This is the biggest matchup to exploit on Monday. Williams against the Phillies, as in 2 starts against Philadelphia. Williams has allowed 4 home runs total, 2 in each game. And the 4 highest total career home run matchups on the board today are all Phillies against Trevor Williams. Schwarber being the highest. He's hitting 270 in his career against Trevor Williams with 4 home runs. So I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber at plus 190. I'm also going to go with JT Realmuto here. He's hitting 500 in his career against Trevor Williams with 3 home runs. It's going to be JT Realmuto at plus 310. Also going to look at Trey Turner at plus 510. He's hitting 263 with 3 home runs of his own in his career against Trevor Williams. So look at Trey Turner at plus 510. And I'm also going to look at Nick Castellanos here at plus 300. He's got 3 home runs against righties in the last 10 days. And in his career against Trevor Williams, hitting 393 with a pair of home runs. So give me Nick Castellanos at plus 300. Now, on the other side, I'm not going to forget about the Nationals. I'm going to go with Stone Garrett at plus 390. Matchup play for me here as well, as Garrett hitting 429 in his career against Ranger Suarez with a home run. Garrett's been solid against lefties this year, and Suarez has had a tendency to give up some home runs. He's been giving up a lot of runs in bunches as of late. So give me Stone Garrett for a home run at plus 390. Also going to go with Ildemaro Vargas at plus 650. I think it's his home run prop show debut this season, but better late than never. He's hitting 462 in 13 career at-bats against Ranger Suarez with 4 extra base hits, including a home run. Give me Ildemaro Vargas at plus 650. I'm also going to look at Joey Meneses at plus 475. He's hitting 300 with 3 extra base hits in his career against Suarez, including a home run. So give me Joey Meneses at plus 475. Now, the other matchup for this Marlins team against the Reds, lone Marlin, I'm going to go with this Jorge Soler at plus 200. He's hitting 308 with a home run against against lefties in the last 10 days. Brandon Williamson starting for the Reds here. He hasn't allowed a ton of home runs at Great American, which is a little bit surprising, but I think Soler is back on track. I'm going to back him here. I'm going to take Jorge Soler at plus 200. I'm also going to look at TJ Friedel at plus 850. On the other side for the Reds, he's hitting 259 with 3 home runs, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Now, I love me some Yuri Perez. I really do. I think he's going to be a future stud for the Marlins. But he's making his first start at the Major League level since late June. He gave up 3 home runs in his last 2 starts at the Major League level as well. I think there could be some rust here. In Great American, not necessarily the easiest ballpark for a rookie to begin with, but even more so when you're making your return to the lineup against what I feel could be a very desperate Reds team to get back on track here. So give me TJ Friedel at plus 850. I'm also going to go with Elly De La Cruz at plus 410. He's hitting 250 with a pair of home runs and 3 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. So give me Elly De La Cruz at plus 410. Now I'm also leaning towards Spencer Steer and Joey Votto in that game for the Reds. For the Pittsburgh Pirates' matchup against the Braves, I'm going to go with the trio of Pirates here. I'm going to go with Brian Reynolds first at plus 850. Plus 650. Spencer Strider, he's been a strikeout machine for the Braves this season, but he's also been prone to giving up home runs, and the Pirates have been competitive lately, led by Brian Reynolds, who is hitting 400 with 3 home runs, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. So give me Brian Reynolds at plus 650. I'm also going to look at Endy Rodriguez at plus 700. He's hitting 304 with a home run and 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties as well. So give me Endy Rodriguez at plus 700. And I'm also going to look at Liover Peguero at plus 1050, our longest shot on the board, I believe. He's hitting 278 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last 10 days. So give me Liover Peguero at plus 1050. Now, the other side, I'm going to look at a trio of Braves in this one. I'm going to go with Austin Riley for a homer at plus 380. He's hitting 313 with 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Now, Osvaldo Bido hasn't allowed a ton of home runs, but the Braves are hitting right-handed pitching fairly well over the course of the season, including Austin Riley, and this is one of the better prices we've gotten on Riley in some recent games. So give me Austin Riley at plus 380. Also going to look at Ronald Acuna Jr. He's hitting 533 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. So give me Ronald Acuna Jr. here at plus 500. And I'm also going to go with Marcell Ozuna at plus 380. He's hitting 360 with 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits in the last 10 games against right-handed pitching. So give me Marcell Ozuna at plus 380. I'm also going to go for the Kansas City Royals here against the Red Sox. Standalone play. Didn't play yesterday. He's going to think he's going to suit up today. Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 575. Like I said, he sat yesterday, but I expect him back in the lineup. He's hitting 571 with 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Now, Brian Bayo has been solid for the better part of the season for the Red Sox, but he's struggled as of late. He's allowed a home run in 5 straight starts and 8 total home runs over that stretch. So give me Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 575. I'm also probably leaning towards Freddie Fermin as well in that game if you're looking for another Royal. He's hitting 368 with a homer and 3 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. Now for the Colorado Rockies, I'm going to go with Ryan McMahon at plus 500. He's hitting 474 with 3 home runs, 7 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Freddie Peralta has had a history of pitching better at home for the Brewers, but the home road splits have evened out. He's got an ERA up over 4, both home and away. Very average, if not below average. And I think McMahon is the only Rockies bat I trust right now, even though they haven't played a little bit better lately. So give me Ryan McMahon at plus 500. Now, let me know in the comments if you guys are playing on any Brewers here. I feel there should be a play somewhere against Peter Lambert or the Rockies bullpen, but nothing jumps off the page for me for home runs. Lambert's been solid on the road. Maybe it's the Rocky bullpen that the Brewers get to. Let me know in the comments down below. But before we get into our last few home run prop games, I want to remind everybody, obviously the purpose of this home run prop show is to put some money in your guys' pockets by way of home run prop winners. But for those of you who are new to this, it's also to show you the benefits of using the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. The graphics for this show we get directly from the betting tools of Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. What you see on the screen is what I see. There's no different tools. The tools are there for everybody, and they're great tools that'll do the heavy lifting for you. You can see on the screen. They show you the player prop. They show you how often it hits. You can even change the sample size if you want a bigger size. 5 games, 10 games, all games this season. You can change it. You can also pick how frequently the player prop is hitting, but you can also see what sportsbook is giving you the best possible price. And that's important because, it's the one advantage that the books can't take away from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. The great thing is if you don't have an account with the book it's giving you the best price, you click on that price and you sign up, you get sportsbook bonus offer on us, you get to play that best possible price with that bonus. But there's also other tools depending on your betting style. There's something for everybody. If you like betting hot and cold streaks, there's a streaks tool. If you like betting parlays, there's multiple parlay builders that'll put together parlays for you that have the best trends and the best odds on the board. There's profitable teams, underdogs, angles, you name it. The list goes on and on. Like I said, we all have different betting styles. So head on over to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplays.com. Check out these betting tools. I promise you will find something that fits your style, and it's going to make you a ton of money while doing it. But let's get back into the home run props for Monday. Only a few more games to look at here. I'm going to look at this matchup between the White Sox and the Yankees. And for the Yankees, I'm going to go with Giancarlo Stanton at plus 390. He's got 3 home runs in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. But in his career against Dylan Cease, who's starting for the White Sox here, Stanton 2 for 4 with a pair of home runs. Cease coming off of a brutal start, and while he could rebound here, I still think he's liable to give up a home run here, so give me Giancarlo Stanton at plus 390. I'm also going to look at Jake Bauers for a home run at plus 325. I'm going to take another shot on Bauers here. He didn't come through for us yesterday, but he's still hitting 310 with 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. It's going to be Jake Bauers at plus 325. I'm also going to look at Gleyber Torres at plus 480. He's hitting 314 with a pair of dingers, 5 extra base hits total in the last 10 days against righties. So give me Gleyber Torres at plus 480. For the White Sox, standalone play, I'm going to go with Luis Robert at plus 425 here. He's hitting 400 with 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Now, Garrett Cole is the Yankees staff ace, but he has been prone to giving up home runs here and there as well. He's allowed 1 home run in 5 of his last 7 starts. So give me Luis Robert at plus 425. Now for the Angels and Giants matchup, I'm going to go a couple of Angels here. The obligatory Shohei Ohtani appreciation post, plus 295. He's hitting 414 with a pair of home runs, 4 extra base hits total in the last 10 days against righties. Now, Logan Webb has been the staff ace for the Giants here, but Ohtani's been clubbing it all year long against far better and even worse than Logan Webb. Webb has been far less effective on the road this season, and ERA more than double what his home ERA has been. So give me Shohei Ohtani at plus 295. I'm also going to lean towards Luis Rengifo at plus 650. He's still hitting 289 with 4 extra base hits and a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days. So give me Luis Rengifo at plus 650. And last matchup on the board, I'm going to look at the Rangers and A's match. I'm going to go with a pair of Rangers here. Corey Seager at plus 275. He's got a pair of home runs against lefties in the last 10 days. Now, it looks like Ken Waldichuk will be starting for Oakland. And while Waldichuk hasn't been the home run magnet that as of late that he was early on this season, he's still up against a tough lineup here. I think Seager will crack him. I'm going to go with Corey Seager at plus 275 because he's hit a home run in 4 of his last 5 games. And the last one on the board, Adolis Garcia at plus 330. He's still hitting 500 with a pair of home runs against lefties in the last 10 days as well. So give me Adolis Garcia to round things out at plus 330. But let's do a recap of the plays that we did give out for Monday's action. Like I said, some decent action on the board on Monday. We start things off with that Dodgers and Padres matchup. We're going to go back to Mookie Betts at plus 410. Freddie Freeman at plus 480. Juan Soto at plus 430. Gary Sanchez, if you can find a price on him as well. I don't see him on any injury report. Kyle Schwarber at plus 190. JT Realmuto at plus 310. Trey Turner at plus 510. Nick Castellanos at plus 300. Stone Garrett at plus 390 for the Nationals. Ildemaro Vargas at plus 650 for the Nats. And Joey Meneses at plus 475. For the Marlins, Jorge Soler at plus 200. TJ Friedel at plus 850. Ellie De La Cruz at plus 410. I still lean towards Spencer Steer and Joey Votto in that game as well for the Reds. For the Pirates, Brian Reynolds at plus 650. Andy Rodriguez at plus 700. Liover Peguero at plus 1050. For the Braves, Austin Riley at plus 380. Ronald Acuna Jr. at plus 500. And Marcelo Ozuna at plus 380. For the Kansas City Royals, standalone play, Bobby Witt Jr. at plus 575. For the Rockies, standalone play, Ryan McMahon at plus 500. For the Yankees, we're going to go with Giancarlo Stanton at plus 390. Jake Bowers at plus 325. Gleyber Torres at plus 480. For the standalone play for the White Sox, Luis Robert at plus 425. Shohei Ohtani at plus 295 for the Angels. Luis Rengifo for the Angels at plus 650. And a pair of Rangers to close it out, Corey Seager at plus 275. And Adolis Garcia at plus 330. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Up over 136,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without you guys' love and support, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed to our channel. And make sure you leave a like on this video if you love this content. Really helps us out a ton. Doesn't cost you a cent. And lets me know that you guys like this home run prop content. Keep producing it for you. Also, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Normally, a lot of evening action on a Monday. Have mostly evening action, but still that 4:10 Eastern game between the Dodgers and Padres. But a lot of times when we have afternoon baseball, I try to get this video out as early as possible. But sometimes I also have to wait for some information to come in, some prices to come in, so I have something to give you guys. So it doesn't always leave a whole lot of time between when the video is released and first pitch of the opening game. So if you have notifications on, you get notified as soon as the video drops. You can get those plays in. Get those bets locked in and get the information. And normally we will have this video released by 12:30 to 1 p.m. Eastern, unless there's afternoon baseball on days where we have mostly prime time. If you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And while you're at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place, I can't stress this enough. Check out these betting tools. They are 100% free. They're there for you to use. You're not going to find betting tools like this out there for 100% free. If you find anything remotely close, you're going to still be paying out the butt for it. And we're giving them to you 100% free. Some of the best betting tools out there. Like I said, we all have different betting styles, but there's something for everybody here with these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. So make sure you go on over and check them out. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. Let's crush the books on Monday. Start the week strong.